How's everybody doing? Good. Always good to come off of a win. Good way to start a new week.
It feels like JT Barrett was there for like 10 years. Now he's no longer there, but you see the quarterback, Dwayne Haskins. What do you see in him, similarities, and like how difficult does he look on tape?
Very, very accurate passer. Similar athletically, it seemed like they didn't run him as much in the first game. I don't know if that was by design and that's how they're going to continue to do it, or what exactly drove those decisions to be how they were. But he did not run the ball in the quarterback run game per se like they have done in the past. He's certainly capable athletically when you watch him run around. He's a good mobile athlete, very accurate passer, and looks like he has total command of their system. So if they continue to run the ball with the quarterback like they have in the past, I wouldn't be surprised by that.
Jay, they have some talented running backs, Weber, Dobbins. Can you just talk about the pressure they put on a defense, having backs like that, two backs?
Well, the biggest pressure with regards to the broad view of it is if you miss a tackle, it can go out the gate. That's probably true of a lot of backs, but they could exploit you more. They have a good system offensively that stretches the field horizontally, vertically. So if somebody misses a tackle, then you could really have to pay the price for it. So we're going to have eyes on the ball and get a lot of hats to the ball, and guys are just going to have to really do a great job getting off blocks and hustling. And there's going to be missed tackles in the game. We just have to hope that they're not going to be the kind that go the distance on you.
After watching the film, were you okay with the tackling on Saturday? I know there was a couple of spots where they broke a few and turned a long gain.
In general, it was decent, but it's got to be better. There were some space tackles that we didn't do as good a job on as what I would have hoped for, just based on the emphasis and the practice time that we spent on it throughout training camp and leading into the week of the game. So there was a little disappointment there, but there was a lot of good examples of what we've taught and having that show up on film too. So it'll be an ongoing thing throughout the season. It always is.
What are your thoughts on the linebacker play? Any guys in particular really turn your head?
In general, I thought they all four of the ones that played, you're talking about the inside backers, I presume. I thought they did a good job. It was good to get Battle and Fogg in the game in the first half because I just didn't want them to have them be in the game in a situation where it was in the second half and maybe the game wasn't in question anymore, that type of thing. So again, not only was it important just to get him in there, but when I got him in there was kind of what the plan was, and I'm glad it worked out that way. But all four were productive. All four did some good things. I'm looking forward to that competition ongoing, and we'll reset the reps and the agenda for all that later in the week once we get through a couple days of practice.
Coach, with Mason going out, have you had to make any position changes to fill in for him?
Well, fortunately we don't have to practice today. It's a game plan day, so that's going to be something that we get into further discussion on later this afternoon, tonight, after we have a chance to get the game plan a little bit more solidified. I think that'll have a little bit of a bearing on how we handle that. Certainly we're going to have to make some adjustments. We're just going to have to see what the best ones are.
Jay, I know it's only one game, so it's hard to tell, but is this offense more explosive? I mean, 77 points against Oregon State, a Power 5 conference, kind of, is eye-popping. But can you, definitively say that this offense is better than a year ago?
Boy, I'll tell you, with all due respect to last year's offense, I don't know how you can say 77 points doesn't translate to something like that, or at least lead you to consider whether or not that's a possibility. But, they've always had good offensive football teams and been able to put up lots of points. And to say which one's better, I can't say for sure. I just know that, there's no drop-off. Let's just say that.
Mike Turdoff had a sack, had a pretty active game. I mean, what did you kind of see from him? And did he look like maybe he's going to be able to fill in one of those roles for you guys going forward?
Really happy with Mike's start. He's just a really a blue-collar, just a hard-charging guy. I mean, you love the way he plays, his passion for the game, his mindset, his enthusiasm, just a really great effort guy. and happy to see him have some good production out there and have fun doing it. Really look forward to his progression of improvement as he continues to just grow and mature in the program. He got off to a really good start, and I'm anxious for him to continue on that path. He's doing a really nice job.
I guess you probably came off the field on Saturday to a text or a call from your son. What was that like, to find out he made the Chiefs?
It was a great moment. We knew that by 3 o'clock, I guess it was, Central Standard Time, he was going to have a decision made one way or the other. And wasn't quite that time yet, I don't think, by the time I got to my phone, but I had a message for me to call him, and so I appreciate you asking. But yeah, it was a great moment for him and for our family, so really happy for him.
03, Fadakasi's development, and what now you think he can give you?
He's coming along, kind of a similar story to Mike Tverdoff. Obviously, a year further along in the program, has been with us longer than Mike, but he had some injuries early last year that didn't give him the kind of start that we had all hoped for. And then when he got through kind of rehabbing and starting to get on path and going through spring ball, you could see some of the things coming to fruition that we thought would through the recruitment process. And I thought he did a really good job. We've got a good role for him. He plays some 5 technique, if you will, some defensive end type things that we do in one of our sub packages, as well as playing some Sam backer. His role is somewhat fluid, just based on what our needs are, based on rep counts and different things that we're trying to do defensively by down and distance and personnel. But very, very productive. Really like where he's at right now. He's got a good knack for rushing the passer, and just very productive and active, and really like what he's doing for our defense right now.
Any other questions?
Okay, thanks guys. Appreciate it.